What's going on, everybody? It's a rainy storm checking in. I am your cosmic rootwork astrologist specializing in evolutionary astrology. You can find me on all social media at a rainy storm, and if you would like to book a personal reading, you can find all that information below, from personal readings to courses to events. Like I said, find that information down below. Now we're going to be hopping straight into Pluto in Aquarius, and this is going to be for the second house to all my Capricorn risings, and what this theme playing out for the next 20 years as we move into Pluto in Aquarius, January 2024 and onward, about 20 plus years or so, because we'll still be feeling the effects even after 19. This is exactly what are just some of the themes that could play out for it. Like I said, I definitely will be making a full video, a longer video about just the memory of Pluto in Aquarius from the 1700s onward, and then just how we can just kind of experience this energy in the next coming years, because it is going to be and will be a powerful transit. And I just feel like the times that we're moving into, and I know that the times that we're moving into is going to look completely different from what we have seen over these past years. And I know we could say, well, every day is different, all this stuff is different, but for the most of it, I'm not gonna lie to you, like, it really has been like a same shit different toilet kind of energy. And now we are moving away from these ideals of what society is, what society has been with this Pluto in Aquarius, and we're going to have to if in some terms forcibly make a new way for ourselves, for our collectives, for our communities, for our families, for, if not blood families, just our tribal families and things like that, and what that looks like in scope. I'm sorry, like, I've apologized, and I don't even have to apologize to this, but if my energy is a little bit shifty in these videos, but I still wanted to bring these videos to you. Just recently had a passing of one of my close family members, so but like I said, I still wanted to bring these videos to y'all. So just excuse me. I promise I'll get back up into speed in my energy. I just this is, even though it's my passion, it's also a way for me to funnel my energy into something that I really, really, really do love. So just bear with me. I say that all to say, please. Now with this Capricorn rising energy here, Capricorn rising, Pluto and Aquarius in the second house, and we talk about our valuable systems, right? Our values, our actual values, and then it's like our money house, right? With Pluto here, this is where we talk about like deep transformation in this area of life. I'm sorry, y'all. Let me turn this up. Okay. Our deep valuables, right? Our possessions and prize. With Pluto here, this is where we talk about the rebirth, death, transformation, going beyond the surface, literally going below the dirt, pulling everything up. This is where we see our secrets revealed, hidden parts of ourselves revealed, things that have to literally be completely obliterated and destroyed in order for us to be able to create something anew. And so within Aquarius, this is where we have connections to anything that has to do with like technology. This is where we have to do with anything that has to do with collective groups. And also to ourselves as individuals, right? Our individual plight, within this world. Even though we're collected and connected to community, connected to the collective consciousness, this is where we actually break off into our own individual mind state, belief, and we do something a little bit different here. So I just feel like with this Pluto and Aquarius energy moving through here, there's a couple of things that I came up with Capricorn rising. So essentially with Capricorn rising, right, you're rising into the occasion of being this Capricorn, or understanding this Capricorn energy at a deeper level. But with Pluto in the second house of Aquarius here, you could feel yourself kind of moving out of or away from these maybe traditions that you've had so concretely within yourself, like your unconventional ways and ideas and the way that you form your thoughts and the things that you're connected to, you could honestly find yourself maybe moving into a more minimalistic lifestyle. Minimalism meaning the attachments, like I said, that you had, maybe this idea to like structure and status. Those things could be making a complete change. And like I said, you're understanding this Saturnian energy of Capricorn, but with Pluto, with Aquarius just in general in the second house, there's a part of you that, even though it's Saturnian, it's Uranian in the sense of moving away or doing something completely different than what you're actually comfortable or what you feel is comfortable to you, right? So maybe you, instead of, if you lived alone for a certain amount of time, maybe you go live amongst a commune or a community or a group of people. Maybe you find your value in that. Maybe you find your value in living, and if you're like one of those people that's like, I actually kind of enjoy living alone. I don't really want to live with a group of people. I just will definitely say within these times that we're moving into, that's not to say that those things aren't possible for you, but it's just to say that you might find yourself leaning on a group or a community for different resources. I'm bad, y'all. For different resources and things. I don't know why I feel myself getting a sore throat, or I don't know, as I'm speaking about this in particular. Also too, I know this is not a communication house, but as this is happening, as I'm speaking about Pluto and Aquarius, you just might feel this new sense of, I know it's platonic, so it can feel like it's destructive in a sense, but it can feel like this fiery, destructive, like kind of like Pluto in the first house. Like I said, because the second house is kind of like a second rising sign to a sense of, because it's talking about your values here. You could find yourself just kind of coming off very fiery in a sense of like your ideas and the way that you are presenting yourself into the world. Like this Capricorn energy that's been on that Pluto, I know it's been like wearing and tearing, just kind of like, just with this energy, it definitely took you through some back end loopholes with this energy here. But with Aquarius, it's just like, now that I know what I know, now I have to show up in this way, so you show up in a whole completely different way that it might not only shock other people, but you might just start shocking yourself with some of the things that not only that you're bringing into your life, but you're releasing as well. Finding new ways to, I would even say, using technology for your benefit, like really leveraging technology for your benefit in ways of maybe, when it comes to the, not only like your actual personal identity and value, but maybe also your actual values and, like I said, your resources that you're gaining, you're using technology even more for those. Maybe you could even find yourself being innovative in technology, maybe coming up with new forms of how you're using technology, but also people around you are also using the technology. Or with Pluto here, you might find yourself wanting to completely disengage from technology, like literally leaving technology to the dust. You might find yourself, because Pluto is here, you could see yourself maybe completely leaving social media, or certain platforms of media that you resonated with, and now you're like, I no longer really resonate with this. I'm kind of just gonna delete this completely, leave it where it's at, and just completely do something different. Maybe, you are starting to work from the ground, and just within your community, sharing those resources in whatever way that is, making money, but honestly, I could even see this particular Pluto going through this house of like trading. So getting back to the barter and trading system. So maybe you completely ditch the these banking systems and stuff like that in particular. And I know for a Capricorn rising, you're like, wait, me? I get it. But Pluto here, you could find that this is a completely different version of yourself that's like, wait a minute, wait, what system? Like, like, I don't want to be a part of this anymore, and completely disengaging and finding another way, really creating another way to really finding another way to really resonate with this moving forward. You could find yourself letting go of earthly based attachments, going back into that minimalistic lifestyle. I don't know why I'm feeling this fire in my throat talking about y'all Cap rising with Pluto going through the second house. I'm not really sure what this is about. Like, I was not feeling this in my other video, but for some reason for y'all, like, I'm feeling like my mouth, like my throat is on fire or something. Like, I don't know what that's about. Could you please let me know in the comments below? I don't know what this is about for y'all, but okay. So yeah, just overall value systems, material possessions being shifted, most of all releasing or getting to the root of why you attach to these certain things that you hold or carry, and just find yourself like really releasing those things as well. This could also be like a purge in your internal system as well. Your internal, I know, like, we don't look at, I don't want to say system because it sounds so computer kind of based, but you could find your internal, not just your value, but just the ways in which you carry yourself and navigate the world, because your value system is changing. So the way you resonate with the world, it's going to be different. And I just want to say, especially with Pluto transits here, and especially in terms of like this second identity, so to speak, because like I said, just your inherent values and the things that you see. I know Aquarius is the fixed sign, but then Uranus is here, so things could be kind of shifty in the ways of like them completely changing in this way. But if you could just begin to do the internal work of releasing this energy of like holding on or fixating on to this identity of yourself, and like, well, I am supposed to value these things, I am supposed to care about these things, like, these are the things that I've always like known. And like, once you really just start to detach from this idea of what you feel, think, and believe to be true during this transit, I promise you it will be, I want to say much easier, but I don't, I feel like things will start to make a little bit more sense. I know it just sounds loaded just even speaking this and saying this, but just try to separate the two. If you can, try to separate this need, or this inherent need to attach yourself to these ideals of your I would even say ownership of things. Like I said, Aquarius here doesn't really, it's to a degree can be detached, but just this Plutonian energy is just like, you can feel yourself even losing certain things that you had before, and you're just like, why is these things leaving me? It's because this new, like I said, inherent way of how you used to resonate with not only, like I said, the things that you have, but just who you are as a person is completely undergoing the change. Like, you are going to have to look so deep within inside yourself of like why you are attached into the things that you feel like you need, and the things that you feel like are necessary for your incarnation, your walk here on this earth, that is going to be it's going to feel soul wrenching. I'm not going to lie to you. It could feel soul wrenching in a sense. So I just want you to keep that in mind during this transit. Like I said, I will definitely be going into the overall arching energy of like what Pluto and Aquarius meant in memory in the 1700s, and tie that energy back into just what that's going to mean overall. But this is just a short themes of some of the things that could be playing out. Let me know what y'all think in the comments, and let me know how you feel like, or what some of the things that you might want to experience during this particular transit. I would love to hear y'all feedback on that, or whatever you want to add to the conversation. And I will see y'all in the next one with Sagittarius rising and Pluto going through the 3rd house here as well. You already know what it is. It's a rainy storm checking in, checking out without a doubt. Deuces.